Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Dave, and we're the IB English guys. First thing we want to do is say hello, and we also want to remind you that we've got a website with a lot of materials. We've got exam review materials. We've got handouts with every video. Please have a look if you haven't already and check out the website because this guy's done a ton of work to put it together, and we're really proud of it. And we hope it's a great resource for you. So check it out.
Mr. Giles, today we do have something specific to talk about. We're looking at the individual oral. What specifically will we be talking about today?
We want to offer you 10 tips for the question and answer period, and we think this is going to really help you. And why is the question and answer period so important?
Mr. Giles, the Q&A takes about 5 minutes, and that's a considerable amount of time that you're spending with your teacher, and it's an opportunity for you to fill in details, add more information, build more points, and really round out your score.
Yeah, we want to remember that this is an impromptu conversation with our teacher. This is a chance for us to just answer the questions that our teacher asks us. But that also, your teacher's not trying to stump you. They're not trying to trick you. They're trying to help you. They're trying to help you further show your understanding. So use this as a great opportunity, and I think you'll find it really an enjoyable part of the IO.
Yeah, indeed. So we have 10 important tips that we'd like you to pay attention to. Keep in mind when you're preparing and delivering the Q&A. Mr. Giles, start us off.
First one is to anticipate the questions. We can predict what our teacher's going to ask. They're going to ask specific questions about the extracts. They're going to ask questions about the work as a whole. So think about what kinds of questions might my teacher ask me, and that will help you get ready.
Yeah, and as you're getting ready, we like to tell our students to load up the back pocket. Now, of course, this doesn't mean we're asking them to bring cheat sheets, but the idea here is that, yes, you've anticipated the question, so have that information at the ready. It should be in your back pocket, so when the teacher asks you to further talk about the extract, you have information to share. If your teacher asks you to talk about the work as a whole or body of work as a whole, you have something to share. So this is information that was not discussed in the first 10 minutes, but you've got it in your back pocket just in case.
Yeah, you got a little bit more to talk about. Very important. Okay, we also want to maintain formality. We know that we need to use academic register. We want to sound formal. We want to sound like a professor. So when we're having that conversation with our teacher, make sure that you maintain that academic register.
Yeah, and when you're maintaining that register and you're answering those questions, remember, continue to link to the global issue. You've spent a lot of energy and gone to great length to articulate that global issue in the first 10 minutes. Don't let that drop off in the Q&A. Even if the question does not specifically ask about the global issue, be sure to take that evidence and take that answer and link it back to the global issue. It is the backbone.
That's right. When you get asked a question, you want to think about how can I pin that question to a specific aspect of my text or specific reference. So try to use details and references in your answers. Don't just give general answers. Point to specific lines or specific other aspects of the work as a whole so that you show detailed knowledge.
Yeah, but don't rush when you're giving your answers. You have 5 minutes. It's a long time. Compose yourself, allow yourself a couple of seconds to think if necessary, and then give an answer. Being thoughtful and planning and having something articulate to say is much better than just rushing and blurting out. Don't rush.
The next tip is know your extract. Know every single word of your extract, what it means, know every single allusion. If you have a soliloquy from Hamlet, you better understand all of the different references and allusions that are in that text. Because the worst thing is if you get asked a question and you actually don't know the answer because you didn't look it up. So just know your extract.
Yeah. Also, when thinking about that extract or your work or body of work as a whole, make sure that you understand authorial intent. Remember, we're not talking about characters. We're not talking about a particular poem. We are talking about and discussing how an author has made deliberate choices and intentionally crafted that piece to communicate a global issue to the listener or to the viewer. Remember, understand authorial intent.
I love that. Every text has a purpose. Every author is making something to send a message. The next thing is to practice. We can practice the Q&A. It's fun. You can do it with a friend. You can do it with a peer. You can do it with a parent or a sibling. Just get some practice at answering some questions about your text, and you'll feel more comfortable with the Q&A.
Yeah. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, please show passion and be yourself. Mr. Giles, why is it so important to show passion and be yourself?
we've chosen this global issue, we've chosen the passage, we're in this class because it's about the human condition. So if we connect to that, we're showing, again, our connection to the text.
Yeah, an enthusiastic delivery really goes a long way with the examiner. It shows your passion, it shows your engagement, and it really is an opportunity for you to show your deep understanding of your global issue. So folks, in the end, we hope these 10 tips for the Q&A section of the individual oral are helpful for you. We hope that they help you make the progress and score the points you need. Remember, stay with the channel, keep on watching the videos, ask us questions, engage, and we will lead you to IB success. Good luck, folks.
Thanks, guys.